Hi, I'm Bowling Otter.
And I'm Lucy Sandwich.
Welcome to
The BS on the Internet.
Well, it's been another one of those weeks.
Oh, God, what was that? Oh, my God, you're going to make me throw up. What? Why?
I don't know, stuff.
Oh, you guys, he burps words sometimes. And I said, when I'm pregnant and nauseous, please don't burp words. And here you are burping words.
Yeah, but I do it like a fraction of the amount of time. I just had to, every month or so, I gotta squeeze one in.
Oh, gosh. But I'll usually say, did you eat enough? Are you okay? And he'll go, yes. And I'm like, the rest of the time I find it funny.
Yes.
It's just when I'm like borderline nauseous the entire time I could do without it. But it has been another one of those weeks.
It has indeed.
Oh, my gosh.
A lot of stuff happened this week.
A lot. Like way too much stuff. We've been hoarding videos, trying to do a whole bunch of recording to get ready for baby time. I can't wait until we're done talking about baby time. We're now down to a week and a half. Yep. How many days now from when we're recording? 12 days?
12 days from today, from the day that we're recording.
It's the 3rd. So the 15th,
yes,
we will have a baby.
The 15th is the scheduled date. If nothing else crazy happens before then, that's when it's going to happen.
Oh my gosh. So we're trying to hoard and record.
Record.
As many videos as we can.
Yes.
It's going well, but I think our upload schedule, at least for the month, or for the next month or so, I think I'd like to aim for 3 a week.
Oh, we'll see how it works out. I mean, it's going to be spotty.
Yeah.
We're going to get it set up as well as we can, because then it really, once it happens, it's hard to tell when we're going to be able to get back recording again.
Yeah.
You know, so we're trying to do as much as we can in the meantime.
I've got to make it
I might do some solo streams, I think, at that point.
I'd like you to.
Yeah,
I'd
so
like you to.
We'll have a little bit of activity going on Twitch.
Because I'm going to have to be able to make it down the steps.
Yes. And that's the problem, because this is going to be a C-section birth.
Right.
We did this once before, so we have a little bit of a better idea what to expect.
I was allowed...
at the beginning, you're only allowed to do 2 flights of stairs.
A day.
A day. So that would be a matter of getting up in the morning, coming downstairs, staying downstairs all day, and then going back up at the end of the day and going to sleep. And now we have a toddler to add to that.
Yeah.
And now a new baby after that. So... It's going to be pretty difficult.
I know. It's a lot of it's going to fall on Maddie, and I know I'm going to feel like really,
well, the problem
really
is,
helpless.
even just getting down to the basement, then that's another flight of stairs, and that's more than you can do.
Can I go down on my butt?
No.
Why?
Because you have abdominal surgery.
Yeah.
That's
well.
You're just gonna bounce
let's get one of those
them.
chair lifts so I can go.
Okay, let's just have one of those installed real quick. I'm sure they're cheap.
Yeah. Can you carry me down?
Yeah, I'm sure that'll work out too.
No, like really, can you carry me down?
I mean, how would that really, like fireman's carry?
Yeah!
You're going to have an incision here. That's going to, if you like move at all.
I know I'm going to itch to get back down.
I know, but...
well, because last time what we did was we started recording again in the bedroom, because I remember it hurting to sit upright. I needed to be, and it hurts like that a little bit now. I needed to be at like a 45-degree angle because it's abdominal surgery. You can't really sit up for a while. It really hurts. And we recorded from back in the bed for a while, but now recording upstairs in our bedroom is pretty impossible.
It's a total no-go now.
No, we definitely, we've got too much stuff down here. We've got too much, equipment and all that, and it would be way,
and the toddler run around, I mean, he would just tear it apart. I mean, there's no way. Because when we did that before, there was wires everywhere. There's computers set up, there's cameras, there's screens and things that we would just kind of hodgepodge set up in the bed.
Right.
And with a toddler around, no way.
Can we stream up there with no cams? Maybe?
Yeah, we could stream for the PlayStation with no cams if we wanted to do that.
All right.
Which is kind of boring.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. That's kind of not that interesting. And then we wouldn't have any of our alerts.
Have our hats!
We wouldn't have any of our alerts or anything like that.
No.
So I don't know. We'd miss out on a lot of stuff, I think, if we did that.
Well, I mean, we're going to do our best. That's if I make it that long. I think I will. I went to the OB today, and I was checked out, and I had this whole exam and all that stuff. And I said, do you think I'll go all the way to the 15th? Because I've been having contractions and very low cramping. Last night, I was up almost all night with contractions and cramping and the baby moving around and everything. And I was like, like a couple times I was almost in tears. It's really, really painful. He gets on like nerves and things like that. So I was like, do you think I'll make it? And they were like, yeah, like, I think, you're going to be really uncomfortable, but it'll be all right. So I was like, okay, so at least we could plan. It'll suck that I'm uncomfortable, but at least we could plan ahead and try and get as much recording done as we can. So at least we'll have content up on the channel. But yeah, so bear with us for the next month while we try and figure this out.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be back to it. There'll be a little hiccups for a little bit, and then we'll get right back on it.
Yeah, but a lot did happen this week. There was a Borderlands 3 gameplay that came out.
A big live stream event,
and it looks amazing. I'm so excited. I can't wait for that to come out. That's September. So for some reason, I was, the way they were ramping it up, I thought it was going to come out in the summer. I was hoping it would come out in the summer. I like a long game in the summer that you could kind of play all summer.
Games don't really come out in the summer. They save them all for the fall.
I know, because they all want the awards and they all want the fun stuff and everything. But I was just I was like, I had my fingers crossed for the summer. And also, John Singleton died this week.
Yes, he did.
Peter Mayhew died this week.
Yes, he did.
That sucked really bad, both of them. When I saw Peter Mayhew, I was like, oh, yeah, really? That's such a bummer. I love me some Chewbacca. And, now him and Carrie Fisher, it's just like...
Well, it's... everyone's getting older.
I know.
Unfortunately, can't stop that.
I know.
Can't stop that part.
I know. It just sucks when, you start hitting an age and the people who you grew up watching, whatever, they start dying. Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh, man. It sucks. It sucks.
Yeah.
It's, jarring. Mm-hmm. These people aren't immortal how you think they are when you're little. You know what I mean? But on that note, we have things to talk about.
Right.
Okay, so this week, I thought this was really interesting that Burger King is going to roll out their Impossible Whopper across the United States, every single Burger King. So the Impossible Whopper is a meatless vegetarian burger. It's a plant-based patty from Impossible Foods. So Impossible Foods over here is blowing up.
Yeah, I've been hearing more and more about this.
Really, really good. So it's not a veggie burger, which, have you ever had a veggie burger?
I have.
Did you like it?
Nah, not really.
No, me neither. I don't like the texture.
Yeah.
But for some reason, these burgers, they taste and act like meat. It's really bizarre. So much so that they fooled meat connoisseurs, beef connoisseurs, mm-hmm. or whatever, in taste tests, and they said, this isn't meat, this is a plant product. So they said it's complimentary to. It went exceedingly well. When they did, tested it out. Yeah. So they said they want to give somebody who wants to eat a burger every day but doesn't want to eat beef every day permission to come into the restaurants more frequently.
Yeah, it's interesting. They're not targeting vegetarians.
No.
They're targeting people who eat meat, who will just want to balance out how much meat they eat.
I am one of these people.
Yeah.
Because I try, and we eat meat a few times a week. I'm really trying to cut it down. It's like what we were talking about last week with how it being bad for the environment. I feel like we're all going to have to really cut our meat consumption if we want to make a big difference in this kind of thing. And it's going to have to happen on a mass scale. But they said, unlike veggie burgers, the patties are designed to mimic the look and texture of meat when cooked. Okay, so Plant Protein Startup recently revealed a new recipe designed to look and taste more like meat. And they're using it in the Impossible Whoppers. And I just saw earlier that they're going to start using it in Qdoba.
Oh, yeah?
In tacos. And this company is going to start rolling out in all these different fast food things. So then the question is it more expensive?
Yeah, I think it is, right?
And I think that's when it's going to have to come at $1. $1 more
expensive. Well, I mean, when you're talking, the problem is when you're talking on the scale of fast food, $1 is 25% of your price in a lot of cases, maybe more.
How much is a Whopper now?
It can only be a few bucks.
Yeah.
So if it's just a sandwich, So, I mean, if you add $1 to that, that's kind of a significant raise, but at the same time, that still isn't a break the bank kind of thing, right?
Right.
So, maybe it's worth spending an extra $1 for some people. I definitely want to try it.
I really want to try it. Same.
Just because of how convinced people are.
Yeah.
Because, everybody comes up with alternatives sometimes, and I've tried them before, and they don't really. I like black bean burgers. They're not an alternative, right? It's just a different kind of burger, and I enjoy it. But it doesn't taste like meat. It's not like an alternative for me. So if I want a black bean burger, I'll have a black bean burger.
Right.
I know some people like the veggie burgers. They're not necessarily going to make it taste like meat. They just like the veggie burgers, or want everything else that goes along with it.
Right.
But if this is fooling people into thinking it tastes like a burger and as a texture
that
burger,
might be the trick. That might be the key to the whole thing.
I'm super curious.
It tastes like beef and it scratches that itch, then maybe, because I really, really wish I liked more meat substitutes. I really don't, and I'm not a picky eater. I'm really not. But I don't like. I'm not a big fan of tofu.
Yeah,
I've never had. Guy. We were just talking about today seitan. That is how you say it, right? Seitan.
I think seitan. I think so.
Seitan.
Yeah.
I know they make, because we're from Philly, they make seitan cheesesteaks around here. There's a bunch of places that make it as like a meat substitute. And some people we know really like them. They say like they're amazing, but I don't know.
It's still a different food, right? I mean, it's
yeah.
If you're gonna be vegetarian, you can't really go around hunting for things to replace meat foods. You just have to find different foods.
For sure.
That you like. And not like, I need something that's gonna be a vegetarian version of a burger that's good.
Yeah, yeah.
But if this is like one of those, I mean, it's called Impossible Burger for a reason, right? I mean, if this is something where they actually pulled that off and they actually found like the holy grail of a meatless burger that tastes and feels like you're eating a burger, I'm very curious. I have to try it.
If it is really good, then I will really go all in.
I could say I would, but that's not the unhealthy part of a Whopper.
Yeah, that's a good point.
The bread's the unhealthy part. The soda's the unhealthy part. The fry's the unhealthy part.
Sodium.
The actual meat patty isn't the unhealthy part.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, so I think isn't it like really like badly like processed and like,
I don't know. It's still
it's
still
good quality like beef.
I'm sure it's not like, your best beef in the world, but it's still not like loaded with carbs.
Right.
You know, it's like if you eat that without the bun, you're still on like a keto diet essentially.
Well, also, when you're eating a Whopper, maybe just everything else that's going on like in the Whopper is enough to distract you from the fact that that's not beef.
I'm sure it would be. I'm sure if you actually had like a patty, the two patties next to each other, you'd be able to tell somewhat of a difference.
Yeah.
But if in the company, in the context of the rest of the burger, you can't tell the difference.
Yeah.
That's all that matters, really.
Yeah.
In this kind of situation.
But yeah, I'm curious to see if you guys would be interested in trying this. Is this your thing? They said, look at this. Meat substitutes is forecast to grow from an estimated $4.6 billion in 2018 to $6.4 billion by 2023. That's wild.
I don't think that's anywhere.
Yeah.
An SEC filing detailing plans for 10-year. Beyond Meat projected over time the plant-based meat market could reach $35 billion in the United States. Oh, that's Beyond Meat. That's their primary competitor.
Yeah, I have heard of Beyond Meat before.
I've heard of Beyond Meat too. Okay, so we've got...
Right.
So, okay, if Beyond Meat is going to be reaching $35 billion, then we're way past $4.6 billion, $6.4 billion.
Right.
At that point. But, because that's going to be interesting... Because I know that the actual meat market is way bigger than that. So, I mean, there's still going to be a huge gap there.
Sure.
But it'll be interesting to see if this actually does cut into if it takes a big bite out of it. Yes.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I like it. Okay. Point for Buckley. Moving on.
All right, guys. Next, I want to talk about two new products that came out from Oculus. I think they're about to come out, but the reviews are out.
Okay.
They're coming out, at least this one in particular, the Oculus Quest is coming out on May 21st.
Okay, I didn't read this, so I don't know what you're about to say.
Yeah, the new versions of the Oculus VR headsets. You guys, most of you will be familiar with the Oculus Rift, right? And that's owned by Facebook. It's their big VR headset, had a lot to do with pioneering VR to where it is today. We did some videos in the Oculus dev kit stuff before the actual one came out.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's
Horror
a monster.
games are terrifying in it, and it gave way to PlayStation VR.
Yep.
A lot of great things. VR is finally in a place where it's fun, it's cool, it's really viable now, when it never was before when they tried it out.
Okay.
So now we got some new products coming out. We're close to entering the second generation of this new run of VR. However, these there's two new Oculus products that are actually the end of the first generation, if that makes sense. The Oculus Quest is the more interesting one to me. This one, it's expensive. It's like $400. It's still not as expensive as the most expensive, right?
Yeah.
But what it is it gets rid of any tethers. It's a standalone console. You do not need a computer to use it, and you don't need any cameras set up around you. The cameras are built into the headset itself.
That's right. You did tell me that.
Let me see if I can find a picture of it here. Yeah, here we go. So you can see the cameras. There's a camera on each floor, and that's all you need right there. So you're not tied to anything anymore.
Yeah, there were all kinds of
just stuff hanging off you, like your dreads on, right?
Yeah,
and it comes with two touch controllers, two wireless touch controllers.
All right.
So the deal is you get your full room VR experience. What you do is you actually like draw a line around your room in VR to give your play area space, and from there you can just do your thing. And it's got some good. It's higher resolution too than the Oculus Rift, the existing Oculus Rift. The catch is that it's not as powerful as a gaming PC, right? So it can't run some of the higher, really high res games. So it doesn't support all of the games.
Okay.
And that's kind of a weird trade-off, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it can support some of the really popular ones like Beat
Beat
Saber.
Saber. Okay.
And The Climb and Robo Recall.
All right. Yeah.
But apparently it's only got like 50 games or so, and it's and it's library right now.
I'm surprised that it's 50.
But if you're going to spend $400 on this thing, if you're going to spend $400 on it, that's tough. And the problem is, if we're right now, right at the end of the first generation of VR, then if we're going to hit the second one, it's almost certainly not going to support like those next games. Can you scroll back up? I want to see those controllers. Sure. Yeah, those are very similar to the existing Oculus controllers.
Okay, yeah.
They're a little bit modified, but they're not that different from what I'm understanding.
All right.
But this still seems pretty cool because they show like the video of somebody using it outside.
Yeah, that's
we would really have no boundaries if you're in a field.
Wow.
Right?
You could just by yourself in a soccer field.
It would look really silly, you know?
Yeah.
It would look really silly.
Living your best life.
But could you imagine like being able to move completely freely about? I mean, the immersion level would be so much crazier.
Yeah.
Although if you're in a field, how are the cameras even telling where you are? Because it has to bounce off something, right?
That's a good point.
So I don't know what would happen with that. I don't know.
Is it enough are you enough of...
Maybe your movement around.
Yeah,
and I guess because then the cameras only have to see your hands.
Right.
And your movement will take care of everything else.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So maybe I guess that would work out. And I didn't see any complaints about that in the review.
I wouldn't want to play it outside, though. I wouldn't be like, let me go outside in this big field.
Oh, if I had one, I would have to at least try that.
Really?
Yeah, I would have to at least try that. If I spent $400 on this thing, I'd have to freaking try on a field.
Oh my God.
That'd be crazy. But the other cool product that they have out is the Oculus Rift S, which is their upgrade to the Oculus Rift, right? Still the one that requires a computer.
Right. Okay.
And it's slightly higher res.
Okay.
It's at about, but very, very little bit of a difference. Like, where was the exact dimensions here? Same price, I believe. Also $400.
Okay.
Yeah, here we go. See, the original one was 1200 by 1080. This is 1280 by 1440.
Oh, okay.
Not really significant.
Yeah,
and
that's something.
The problem here is that the refresh rate is actually lower than the last one.
Oh, so you get motion sickness.
The last one was 90 hertz. This was actually down to 80 hertz. And apparently most people can't tell the difference. The eyes can't tell the difference between 90 and 80 because it's a very small difference. But still, it's a slight downgrade. And if you're going to be buying a new system, you're not really getting an upgrade out of this. Right?
Yeah.
You think you're going to buy a new Oculus Rift. I'm going to go into this thing. It's going to be super high res. It's going to be way smoother. But it doesn't actually feel that different to use.
Got it. Yeah.
But it also does have this the cameras built in, and it actually has 5 cameras built into this one instead of 4. It has one on the top, you can see right there.
Wow.
And it has 2 on the sides and then 2 on the front.
So
it's even more accurate.
How heavy it is?
Apparently this was not as heavy because it's actually a little bit more comfortable than the last one. I think they took a cue from the PlayStation VR with like that band.
Oh yeah,
that was a really good
so
adjuster.
much more comfortable.
Yeah.
Because the one that we had or the one that we tried was very heavy.
That was the
really
dev
heavy.
kit.
It was the dev kit, yeah. But even,
that wasn't really like a
PlayStation
user
VR,
device. Yeah.
That was much more comfortable, I thought.
It was. But that was a consumer device.
Yeah.
The dev kit was just a developer kit.
Yeah.
So,
but I was very aware of the weight of these things.
Yes.
I guess is what I'm saying.
Well, the one that was apparently very heavy that I never tried was the Vive, right?
The
that
Vive,
was the one. That's the $800, $900 one.
Right.
That was the first one to have Room VR.
That's a lot.
And it's
of
also
money.
but that's the interesting thing here. This is $400. Isn't really much of an upgrade except for the fact that you don't need cameras around you. But the next one coming out, or there's another one coming out from Valve called the what's it called? Index.
I was gonna say Buckley doesn't know his stuff.
There's a lot of words here. I'm sorry.
There's a lot of words. Yeah.
It's called the Index, and that one is apparently going to be significantly higher res, higher refresh rate, and that is going to be the one that you put on, and it feels like a brand new experience.
All right, cool.
But it's also like $900. So I mean,
you get
like,
what you pay for.
And like now you're gonna spend $900 for the system, but then you're gonna have to have a computer powerful enough to run it. It's the same problem as before.
God,
so that's total enthusiast town. But I don't know. I mean, like,
how expensive all of this is.
I don't know
so
if you
much
had
money.
an Oculus, why you would buy an Oculus Rift S. I'm not really sure because if you don't have an Oculus yet,
right,
and you want to spend $400, like maybe you go out and get this. But I feel like if you don't have VR yet, I feel like I would just rather get the Quest. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Because then you don't need a system.
Right.
You don't need wires.
Just have it be its own standalone little thingy.
It's the same price, and you can play like the real flagship titles like Beat Saber and The Climb.
Sure, yeah.
Just to get that real experience out there, and they probably are still going to add more games to it.
Yeah. But like you said, in enthusiast territory, you know, they're certainly out there. But I hate that it's just like it's like gated. You know what I mean?
Well, this is, I mean, it's in contrast to what VR used to cost.
Oh yeah, that's
back in like the 90s when they tried it. This is dirt cheap, you know?
True. Yeah.
So it has gotten to the point where
we're getting there.
Relatively affordable. Sure. It's still a consumer level thing.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, that's very good. That's a very good point.
The next device is apparently coming out from Facebook for the Oculus devices are supposed to be the next gen. So this is like just shutting off this gen.
Yeah.
So we're about to get the next one, but it was interesting to see these come out, and I would love to try the Quest if I ever got a chance to. But man, like when I see the price, I'm like, yeah, I guess when I'm not spending $400 on. I know. We do have a PlayStation VR, and I'm happy with that.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. Are you guys interested in any of these or trying any of these? Have you, are you into the whole VR thing? Some people really just aren't into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's okay. It does make, I can't do it for very long. It does really make me nauseous sometimes.
Yeah.
But then again, that may just be
still
because...
limitation of the hardware.
Yes, I was just going to say that. Yeah. It may catch up and it may be amazing. They will absolutely get there. But I like to be comfortable. I don't like feeling all this stuff hanging on me and then I'm getting motion sickness at the same time. So maybe I need the next gen. I don't know. But then I'll also need like $1,500 to make sure that everything else can go smoothly. Yeah. Is it worth it? I don't know.
By the time it comes out, we're going to need new gaming PCs and everything, so it's crazy to think about that. I don't think about how much that's going to cost. But there's a couple really good reviews by The Verge on both of these devices, so if you're interested in reading the full reviews, links are in the description. Check it out.
For sure. Okay, it's time for the subreddit of the week, and this week is Clumsy Animals.
Clumsy Animals.
I just found this one today.
Okay.
And I am full of joy because animals are so clumsy.
How many of these are going to be a cat standing on a platform looking at another one that they want to jump on and missing the jump?
Probably a lot. Or like, do you ever have like Louis sometimes he'll like stretch and like fall off the bed?
Oh.
You know, like one of those things. So let's take a look. I didn't look at any of these from the top of all time.
Okay.
But I did look at top of the day. So let's see here. What do we have?
This is top of all time?
This is top of all time. Oh.
Oh my God.
What happened? Let him see that again. He just went in. Oh, and oh boy. Oh, poor guy.
He was just really shocked about that bowl. It's like, how did I get water on the face?
What about lions are majestic as heck? Oh dear. Oh no!
Oh, poor dude.
Oh, man.
He's like, oh, jeez.
Oh, I want to see that one more time. He was just being majestic.
I am a lion.
Give me whoa! Yeah, I am a lion. Oh, poor guy.
He's like, oh, crap.
Oh dear. Oh, that's a slippy floor. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh. Look at his face. You did it!
Hey, that's not clumsy at all. That's freaking
That
tight.
was a really good recovery. Yeah.
Stuck the landing.
What's this one? We all fall down. Oh dear.
Oh. Poor dude.
Oh man. Well, why are you holding on to it? Oh my gosh. You know, let me show you the one that brought me to this subreddit, because we did look at this earlier.
Hey, none of these were cats actually tried to fail jumps. Oh yeah.
This is what made me find them. I know. This is what somebody linked to the subreddit from this. This was on the funny subreddit earlier this morning.
He starts sidestepping as soon as he
like,
looks inside.
What a nice day
Look at that view
on this lake. He was excited. Poor guy. Oh. That's okay. Sometimes you just gotta stand up and have a look around. And it just doesn't work sometimes. Oh, he keeps trying. He's like, I'm gonna stand up real tall. Me. Look at his little ears. Oh, he was trying to get out. That's what it was. He wanted to bounce. Okay. Oh, but I love a clumsy animal. Oh my gosh.
That's pretty great.
I know. But that's it. I think that was so fantastic. I loved it. Okay, finally.
I've been waiting to see
this. Finally.
Waiting to see this.
My God. Okay. I didn't see anything with this. We stayed away from it all week. And then today we saw, I have an article after this that I want to read just to be sure, that they're going to change it after the backlash to this.
Yeah.
So we haven't seen it.
We haven't seen this yet.
No, I can't believe that we managed to stay away from it for this long. But all right, here we go.
Okay.
Now, it's the same design that we looked at before with the picture, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Somebody did like a mock-up.
Yeah.
To make him look a little bit more like the
Sonic we know and love. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
We'll see. Here we go.
All right.
Hey! Westworld.
Gangsta's Paradise?
20 minutes ago, an energy surge knocked out power across the entire Pacific Northwest. This needs someone who can figure out exactly what we're dealing with.
You're not suggesting who I think you're suggesting.
We have no choice.
What the?
Are you in charge here?
Yes, I am.
Nope!
I'm
wrong. I'm in charge.
Allow me to clarify.
In a sequentially ranked hierarchy based on level of critical importance, the disparity between us is too vast to quantify. Agent Stone?
The doctor thinks you're basic.
Listen, pal, I don't know if you realize
I'm sorry, Major. What was your name?
Benny.
Nobody cares!
I like Jim Carrey.
SFPD! Meow? Oh, come on.
Okay, pal, I want answers. Basically, it looks like I'm gonna have to save your planet.
Oh, is that all you got?
No, but thank you for asking.
Uh-oh.
Whatever this creature is, our job is to secure it, neutralize it, see what makes it tick.
It's a Gangsta's Paradise. That's a Genesis.
Look at this! I took 9 million steps today.
Stay in there and be quiet.
How much longer? I can't breathe in here.
Do you have your child in that bag?
No. I mean, yes, it's a child, but it's not mine.
It's not your child.
Smells like body spray in an old ham sandwich.
Oh! All right, best thing about that was Jim Carrey.
Well, wait a minute. I want to get a better look at him here. Yeah, that was pretty awesome at the end there.
Yeah, I remember when I heard that Jim Carrey was going to play him, I thought that was great. I thought that was a really cool idea, but I don't know. I mean, like...
Well, why Gangsta's Paradise?
I have no idea why Gangsta's Paradise is.
You know what? I'm not filled with hate. I'm I'm confused.
I'm confused too. Like, I am not nearly as outraged about this as a lot of people were. You know? Because it is basically how I figured it would be, right? I think we talked about this when we saw the original design of this.
Yeah.
When everybody freaked out the first time.
Yeah.
In that they wanted to kind of be able to insert him into the real world.
Right.
And have him try to find that weird happy medium between like human, trying to make him slightly more human.
Right.
And less cartoon, and try to find a balance so that he kind of was a cartoonish character that existed in a human world in an almost believable way.
Okay, yeah.
So they didn't want to make him look exact same. So they changed his eyes. They separated his eyes. They didn't have that big, giant, exaggerated thing. They didn't make his hands as big. They toned down some of the exaggerated
But
parts.
this is already an established character. Like, I'm thinking of like...
That's a gamble.
Because I'm thinking of like Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
Right? Which
Well,
is
they're just
kind
making
of doing
Pikachu look like Pikachu.
Yes,
Yeah.
which they're doing, like, having the same concept.
Yeah, they're basically doing it better, probably,
Right.
arguably, right? But I could just see why they did it. I'm not saying that I agree with that decision.
Yeah.
Because I mean, at that point, like, really, like, it's already an unbelievable character. Like, what difference? How much really believability are you gaining from it?
Like, was that worth it?
Yeah.
But you know what? Okay, so let me see exactly what was said here.
Oh, the
changes are going to happen. Fan criticism over the appearance and design. Okay, the message is loud and clear. You aren't happy with the design and you want changes. It's going to happen. Everyone at Paramount and Sega are fully committed to making this character the best he can be. Now, here's what makes me nervous about this.
I'm super nervous about this.
Because one, we were talking about the whole crunch culture. I'm really, really worried about what's going to happen to these animators.
People are being overworked like crazy right now?
Yeah.
And do you really think it's going to pay off? Do you really think it's going to result in something people are going to be happy with?
No.
There's just no way.
No. And two, I keep feeling like there had to be people working on this who were speaking up. And I don't know if it was higher ups or somebody that were just sticking to their guns and like, no, we got to do it like this and blah, blah, blah. And there's probably a lot of I told you so's going on. And can you imagine being an animator working on this, who worked on this so super hard? And then they're making them go back. And I really, really feel like this was probably like an art direction type of clash situation.
Probably was. I mean, it was a gamble and a half just to make this movie in the first place.
Yeah.
And the way they wanted to make it. But when you're messing with like a character that a lot of people love, if you change anything about that character, you're gonna get skewered.
Yeah, why did they not think about that?
Like I don't know.
But the movie's done, dude.
I know the movie's done.
What's gonna happen to these people?
It's whatever. I don't know. Like I wouldn't. I just can't. I can't imagine. I don't know if this is the right response because I think mostly people. Other than this outcry, quote unquote, most of it was just people memeing.
Yeah,
just having fun with it.
People were nasty.
People were nasty, but people are always going to be nasty. No matter what you do, you're going to have a subset of people that were nasty.
That's true.
What you're going to do now is you're going to have a different subset of people that are going to be nasty. Once you make these changes, and people are going to either think you didn't go far enough, or maybe you made it worse and it was better before. I don't see this going well at all. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I hope he does it and everyone's like, oh my God, it's perfect now.
Yeah.
I hope that's what happens. But I don't know. I just don't. I don't know.
Why Gangsta's Paradise?
I have no idea why Gangsta's Paradise. How does that work at all? Gangsta's Paradise? I'm trying to find the connection there. But I don't know.
I don't know, man.
But Dr. Robotnik, Jim Carrey's Dr. Robotnik, I think I'm okay. I'm totally okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm totally okay. And and that quick shot they had at the end,
where
he's looking legit Dr. Robotnik. I'm like, okay.
That looks cool.
I'm totally behind that. I think that was a good idea.
Right.
And I like
it's just Sonic.
Yeah, it's just Sonic. And Ben Schwartz is Sonic too.
I know, and I like Ben Schwartz. John Ralphio!
But I mean, who knows if maybe it's actually funny? What is that, shrimp?
I love John Ralphio.
Big Ben Clock.
I know, Big Ben Clock. I know. Watch Parks and Rec if you haven't watched Parks and Rec. It's amazing.
But, I don't know. I guess I'm not as upset about it, but I'm not as a diehard Sonic fan.
Yeah.
I like Sonic. I always have. I have the Sonic games.
Yeah.
I was like... I was there when Sonic first came out, and I thought it was awesome, but I'm not as diehard a Sonic fan to the point where he's completely inalienable. You can't touch him.
Yeah.
I'm not that emotional about it.
Yeah.
I guess you know.
I don't know.
And I just don't. This the whole outrage culture thing. Just really latched onto this, and now we're really gonna see where it goes. And I don't know.
I'm just really nervous for the animators.
Yeah,
and how they're gonna
how the hell are they gonna do this?
How are you gonna do this? I know, and still
it's done.
And not drive these people crazy.
Yeah.
Like really, that's worrisome.
Yeah. I don't. There's so many bad things that could happen here.
I know.
I hope
Tell me what you guys think in the comments because
You think it's worth it? You think it's worth it for them to go back and redo just the way he looks? Nothing else about the movie's gonna change anyway.
I know.
And he can't change that much. Is it really gonna change that drastically?
No, I don't know. And
he's not gonna look that different.
There was an energy surge and all the power got knocked out.
Who cares about plots?
I have questions. I know. I know.
You just wanted to be fun.
Just one.
That's about it.
I know.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching this episode of BSO the Internet.
Yes.
And helping us through all the stuff that happened this week.
Of course.
And if you want to know anything more about what we talked about, links are in the description. And don't forget to watch us on Twitch.
Hush.
What the friendship is magic.
If you like this video,
yes,
please support us on Patreon. Click like, share, and subscribe. See you tomorrow. Thanks, bye.
Bye.